Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up because today we're diving headfirst into one of the most jaw-dropping moments in daytime television history. Picture this: the bustling studio lights of the Kelly Clarkson Show, where laughter usually echoes off the walls like confetti at a pop concert. But on this fateful afternoon in late August 2025, the air crackled with an electricity that no one saw coming. Gwen Stefani, the platinum-haired queen of No Doubt and pop's enduring sweetheart, struts onto the set in a sleek, vintage-inspired ensemble that screams effortless cool. Think high-waisted leather pants hugging her iconic figure, a cropped blouse revealing just enough midriff to remind us why she's still turning heads at 56, and those signature red lips curved into a mischievous smile. She's there to promote her latest solo album, a soulful blend of ska punk roots and modern introspection titled Echoes of the Edge, which dropped just weeks prior, and is already climbing the charts like ivy on a Hollywood Hills mansion. Kelly Clarkson, ever the powerhouse host with her powerhouse vocals, and that down-to-earth charm that's made her a household name since her American Idol days, greets Gwen with the kind of warm hug that feels like catching up with an old sorority sister over mimosas. The audience erupts in applause, a sea of fans waving handmade signs proclaiming, "Gwen forever," and "Kelly's got the voice." Their energy palpable as the band strikes up a funky intro riff. But beneath the surface glamour, something simmers, a subtle undercurrent of tension that no one's clocked yet. As the cameras roll and the theme music fades, Kelly leans in with that trademark twinkle in her eye, launching into the interview with a question about Gwen's enduring marriage to Blake Shelton, the country crooner who's been her rock since their whirlwind romance began on The Voice set nearly a decade ago. As the interview clock races toward its midpoint, the once cozy couch on the Ellen DeGeneres Show transforms into a verbal coliseum, where Carrie Underwood's poised demeanor begins to crack under the relentless barrage of Ellen's well-intentioned but ill-timed digs. Ellen, drawing from her own playbook of personal reinvention post-2022 hiatus, therapy sessions turned into transparency anthems, presses on with the fervor of a detective hot on a lead. "Come on, Carrie, we both danced with the devil in the details, me with my Porsche Paradise holding strong through the scandals, you with Mike's retire-rehire roller coaster. But seriously, those cryptic Instagram posts about finding peace in the storm? Fans are reading between the lines, girl. Is the fairy tale fraying at the edges?" Ellen's voice, warm as fresh-baked cornbread yet edged with insistence, hangs in the air, her gestures animated as she mimics scrolling through Carrie's feed on an imaginary phone. The studio audience, a kaleidoscope of light-up signs and half-eaten popcorn, shifts uncomfortably, whispers rustling like wine through wheat fields as smartphones emerge to immortalize the unease. Carrie, who's weathered tabloid tempests from weight-shaming trolls to pregnancy speculation with the grace of a Sunday sermon, feels the heat rise in her cheeks, her fingers interlacing tightly in her lap like a prayer for patience. She straightens, her posture a testament to those Oklahoma roots, unyielding as red clay, and counters with a measured fire. "Ellen, I appreciate the real talk, truly, but my marriage isn't fodder for filler segments. Mike and I built this life brick by faith-filled brick. Those posts? They're about grace under grace, not gossip fodder." The eruption reaches volcanic velocity as Carrie Underwood's defiant departure from the Ellen DeGeneres Show carves a canyon in the annals of awkward TV, the audience frozen in a tableau of dropped jaws and dawning disbelief, their earlier adulation curdling into a symphony of stunned sighs that echoes off the colorful set walls. Ellen, her face a kaleidoscope of chagrin and confusion, extends a placating palm as if to lasso back the lost levity, murmuring, "Carrie, wait! Let's laugh this off, like old times." But Underwood is already a force of nature in motion, her denim-clad form gliding past the confetti cannons primed for a planned "Jesus, take the wheel" sing-along that now feels like a cruel cosmic joke. "I'm out, Ellen. Honor the heart behind the hits, or don't book the heart at all," Carrie declares, her tone laced with the tremor of tears held at bay by sheer southern steel, before melting into the wings where her tour manager awaits with a protective arm and a getaway golf cart humming impatiently. The unflinching cameras linger on the vacated velvet throne, framing Ellen's solo scramble, a hasty segue to a sponsor shout-out for her new pet adoption initiative, her quip. "Well, that's one way to exit stage left, fiercer than my dance moves," falling flat amid the funereal quiet. But the blast's aftershocks quake far beyond the Warner Brothers lot, social spheres detonating like 4th of July fireworks. Hashtag Underwood vs. Ellen skyrockets to global top trends, clips dissected frame by frame on TikTok timelines, amassing billions of views as devotees debate every dart and dodge. Sunrise gilds the Griffith Observatory the following dawn, bathing Hollywood in a benevolent light that belies the brewing brouhaha from Carrie Underwood's Ellen exodus, as the imbroglio inundates airwaves from ABC's Good Morning America gabfests to The Guardian's global gossip grids. Carrie, cocooned in her Nashville eyrie, a homestead of honey-hued hardwoods and herb gardens humming with homegrown harmony, surfaces for a soul-bearing statement on her verified Insta, visage fresh-faced under a ball cap, voice over velvet, as she vlogs from her veranda swing. "Friends, yesterday stung. Adore Ellen's energy eternally, but my inner circle? Ironclad. Let's lift each other with lyrics, not low blows," she shares, her cadence calm as a catfish fry, unveiling an acoustic, resilient roots riff that resonates like revelation, chat ablaze with amens and album links. The post proliferates, 15 million metrics in a morning, galvanizing glitterati guardians like Faith Hill and Miranda Lambert to lend lyrical solidarity via story shares of their own spotlight skirmishes. In the City of Angels, Ellen preps her next taping in a trailer tinted with tranquility candles, her stylist spritzing serenity sprays, as she memorizes a mea culpa monologue massaged by media mavens into mea maxima culpa mastery. "Carrie's a country cornerstone, and I bulldozed her barn, my oversight, hands down. Eager to espresso amends, off-air, all heart," she airs that afternoon, authenticity anchoring the apology, applause avalanching over any armchair critics. Covert communiques cascade through confidence, Mike mediating via group text threaded with Tennessee twang, his "Y'all ye are past this" wisdom watering the wilting rapport. Reconciliation rumors ripple, paparazzi pouncing on Carrie at a Franklin farmer's market, her grin guarded yet glowing, as Ellen's enclave floats feelers for a forgiveness featurette next fortnight. Seasons segue into symphonies of salve, as the Carrie Underwood Ellen DeGeneres dust-up distills from dust storm to diamond in the 2025 entertainment ethos, where wrangles wet wits and rapprochements rewrite records. Carrie, alchemizing angst into artistry, unveils an unplugged odyssey. Fences and faith. Traversing tucked-away theaters from the Ryman Auditorium's hallowed halls to Austin's Continental Club, where she strums sagas of spousal sanctity, crowds captivated, creating choruses like catechisms of courage. Concerts conclude with conciliatory cues. "This tune's for truthful turns tenderized," she teases, tributing, so small, to Ellen, transmuting turmoil into tapestry threads binding Bard to beholders. Scalp shatter ceilings for seasoned songbirds, underscoring sincerity's sellout supremacy. Ellen, eschewing eclipse, engineers an episodic evolution, inaugurating sanctuary segments, where invitees inscribe inviolable intents on ornate orbs outlining off-limits oases, sealed with spectacle and cheers. The shtick spreads, like sweet tea, spoofed on the Late Show with James Corden capering as Carrie clutching a comically colossal contract. But it booms. Viewership vaults 30%. Elite engagements escalate as exemplars like Kelsey Ballerini and Kris Jenner quell over the Kinder colloquy. Their truce triumphs in a tandem triumph at the CMA Awards Gala, an ad-libbed alliance on stage. Carrie's crystalline counterpolitan cascading with Ellen's eclectic MC flair on a mashup of church bells and the Ellen dance. Thunderous thanks thumping out any afterimage of animosity. Green room graces grant genuine graces. Carrie conceding the query quake to quagmire of quarter-life quandaries with her quiver of kids, Ellen elucidating her exile-era eagerness eclipsed empathy. Embraces ensue, emotions effuse under event lights, and by break, a bond is burnished, no nosing narratives, purely propelling pursuits.